Hello, today we will take a detailed look at the most popular contactless communication module for the Arduino platform, RFID-RC522. First, let's look at how this device works. For it to work correctly, you need a special key or card. When applied to the module, the reader receives a unique identifier, UID, from the key, and the Arduino microcontroller processes this data. If you open the key case, you will not find a power source inside, only a copper coil and a microchip. The principle of operation is based on the phenomenon of electromagnetic induction. The module board also has an antenna coil. When you bring the key close, the module generates an electromagnetic field with a frequency of usually 13.56 MHz. This field induces a current in the key coil, which is sufficient to briefly power the chip and transmit its unique code back to the reader. Now let's look at the pinout of the RC522 module. It has a total of 8 pins. VCC is the power supply, which must be strictly 3.3 volts. RST is the reset pin. GND is the ground or negative power supply. IRQ is an interrupt pin that notifies the microcontroller of the appearance of a tag. MISO, MOSI, SCK are SPI interface lines through which data is exchanged. SDA or SS is a device selection pin on the SPI bus that activates the module for communication with Arduino. Let's move on to the connection diagram. Connect the VCC pin to the 3.3 volt pin on the Arduino, connect RST to digital pin 9 and GND to GND. Leave the IRQ pin unconnected. Connect the SPI lines as follows: MISO to the 12th digital pin, MOSI to the 11th, SCK to the 13th, and SDA to the 10th digital pin. To work with the module, you need to install the library. In the Arduino IDE environment, go to the Library Manager, the book icon on the left, enter MFRC522 in the search field, and install the version from GitHub Community. Next, let's look at the code for reading the unique card ID. First, we connect the SPI and MFRC522 libraries. We define the pins for the reset signal and device selection, SDA. We create an MFRC522 object, passing these pins to it. In the setup block, we initialize the serial port for outputting information to the computer, start the SPI bus, and initialize the RFID module itself with the pcd_init command. In the main loop, we constantly check for a new card. If a card is presented, we read its serial number. Next, using a for loop, we go through each byte of the received UID, convert it to hexadecimal, hex, and output it to the port monitor. At the end, we get the card type and stop reading with the halt A and stop crypto 1 commands to avoid reading the same tag multiple times at once. Now let's test it. Load the sketch, open the port monitor, apply the key, and see its unique address, UID. Copy this code as it will be needed for the next example, creating an access system. Let's modify the circuit by adding 2 LEDs, green for allowed access and red for denied access. Connect the anode, or longer leg, of the red LED to the 8th digital pin, and the cathode, shorter leg, through a resistor to GND. Similarly for the green LED, anode to the 7th pin, cathode to GND. It is advisable to use a resistor with a rating in the range of 150 to 220 ohms so that the LED does not glow too dimly. Let's look at the second code. The logic of operation is as follows. We pre-write the UID of our correct key in the valid key variable. In a loop, after reading the tag, we collect the received bytes into a single string and compare it with the reference key using an if condition. If the strings match, we apply a high voltage level to the 7th pin, that is, the green LED, and display the message access granted. If the key is different, we turn on the 8th pin, that is, the red LED, and write access denied. After 3 seconds, we turn off the LEDs. We upload the firmware. If you apply a key whose address is written in the code, the green LED lights up. If you use any other card or key fob, the red LED will light up. As you can see, implementing an RFID system on Arduino is quite simple and affordable. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments which module you would like to see next. See you in the next video.